What's up, everybody? Circus here, coming at you with a monkey flip, I guess. Coming at you with a deck discussion video. If you saw the power rankings this past week, you saw that Automats completely dominated the power rankings. They won by 55 points, which I think is the largest spread we've ever had on the power rankings.
Tier 0 meta.
You can't say that because they're already at Herf. Remove him from the channel. Don't like him. F him. Yeah.
Dude, let's go. 50 points.
I played the TCG. Tier 0 is defined as... Okay, we got it. But 55 points is a lot, right? So,
yeah, that's an ass ton.
what's happening? Why is this going on, right? Because all of a sudden, Automats before were like second, third, fourth, fifth place. Now they just took first place and just dominated. What happened?
Well, a lot of it, in my opinion, is because they got some new box support.
What? There's no
Yeah.
automatic cards in that
Yeah.
box, Herf.
They got some automat cards in the new box, and it's called Insector Exabeetle.
Okay.
That's an automat card now.
Is it? And what does
and
it
so
do?
is a Digital Bug Rhinoceros. That's also an automat card now.
And what
Well,
do they do?
basically,
Let's go through the first one. What was it?
Yeah, so
Insectabeetle?
Insector Exabeetle says 2 level 6 monsters. That's it. That's all
Just
you need.
any two.
Any 2 level 6 monsters, and it's an insect.
Okay.
I mean, the actual effect is that you can steal opponent's monster out of the graveyard. So it's like good versus like graveyard reliant decks, right?
Mhm.
I mean,
You can steal a
like-
resource, basically.
yeah, I mean it's okay, right? But what you really want is you want to be able to ladder up into the Digital Bug Rhinoceros. That's like the entire reason you play Exabeetle, is so you can go into Rhinoceros. And what Rhinoceros says is that you can basically just stack it onto any level 5 or 6 insect Xyz by detaching 2 materials from that Xyz, and then the Xyz monster becomes material for Rhinoceros.
Right,
And what
right.
the actual effect is that you can detach a material in either player's turn, then destroy the monster that has the highest defense or all if tied.
And that's the part that gets you right there is the
Or
all.
all
if tied, yeah.
That's
Now, you might forget, but we used to play Digital Bugs on stream, and we had a great matchup against Blue Eyes because of it. And we thought that was
they're
so...
all the same defense.
Same defense, yeah. So you
So-
wait for their turn and just wipe their field. It was
Or
great.
all.
Yeah. Or all if tied. So
So yeah, so that's really cool. But
Mm-hmm.
what that allows them to do, and what they couldn't do as consistently with Bouncer, is because you get to detach both materials. A lot of the automat cards summon stuff from the graveyard. So because you've detached 2 materials, now you have further fuel in order to make more Xyz like monsters.
oh, okay.
So like going first versus Resonators, you can make Rhinoceros plus Roach really easily. It only requires 3 monsters, which is you want the Utopic, you want the Coat, and you want the Sister. Like that's the easiest way to do it. You can do it with like gloves and other cards like that too, but the easiest way is just like Sister, Coat, Utopic.
Now, I do have a couple deck lists here from top 8s in battle phases. So I think one of them's a second place, one's just another top 8. But you can see the extra deck has changed up. You can see on the end there the Exabeetle and the Rhinoceros.
Yeah, and so like you can go Rhinoceros plus Roach going first versus Resonators, and then another really good deck right now is Harpies. So versus that deck, you can make Roach as well because Roach is good. Otherwise, you can just go Rhinoceros plus Heraldry Patriarch. Like,
Okay.
I mean, basically it's Rhinoceros plus any Floodgate rank 4 that you want to make. Like,
Right. Now
it's
this
insane.
this other deck I wanted to show you, they still made room for Bouncer in there. Do you think that's necessary still? Or do you think that's kind of like that Floodgate you were talking about?
I think Bouncer's okay, but I think that in most matchups, you're just going to want to go like Rhinoceros plus Roach.
Okay. But I just wanted to
think
show
the,
this one because there's...
What's up?
I just wanted to show this one because they're still hanging on to the Bouncer here.
Yeah, I think that the Heroic dude is pretty cool, that you can definitely play him. But I don't think you really need Bouncer. I think it's not bad that he played it, but it's just like not optimal to me.
Okay. Now, we do have a replay of this, right, that you did just to kind
Yeah.
of show everybody the combo. In case you're not an Automat person, now I'm just going to pick this replay here. Shama Try. Never heard of him. Just a completely random name.
I don't know if that's the real him or not, but if
It'd
it
be
is,
funny if it was, if he was streaming.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
If
I
not,
mean,
what's up, Sean?
Okay, if his is from Republic of Korea. I don't know if he lives in Korea.
Maybe he does. We don't know.
Alright,
not,
so yeah, so going
if not,
first
Sean,
here,
someone is impersonating you, or you have a huge fan. You know,
basically. So going first here, I went for like the combo.
and you
'Cause
used the correct mat and sleeves, by the way. I
yeah,
love
dude,
it.
this
Yeah.
man sleeves is ridiculous.
We did a whole
So,
video about it.
Yeah, so in case you don't know, I opened Sister, Coat plus Wind, and then the skill basically turns your 3-card combo into a 2-card combo because you just search out the third one for free. So this is so you target the Utopic because then the Utopic can get special summoned by the Coat once it gets detached to rank up. So now I'm about to rank up into the Rhinoceros by detaching the other two, and then Coat can just resummon the Utopic that I have to detach to summon Rhinoceros.
Okay.
So this is just like the easiest, most standard.
So this is even
Blue
easy.
Eater.
This is even better now.
Yeah, I mean it's just easier. Like you don't even I didn't have to draw Dodo draw. I didn't have to do anything like that. So you're just gonna Cosmic Me, IMST in response.
So this is
And, I
like
mean,
a
he didn't
really tough.
have anything, but
This is a tough board to play into, just because you can pop anything, or you can just negate the summon in a first place.
yeah. So really, I have 3 disruptions. So
oh, he's playing you.
he's gonna try
Senju's.
to Oya
No,
me,
Herf,
and then I
no,
Rhinoceros him.
no. You took out you
Yeah.
Senju's, you traitor.
I am a traitor, but yeah, I mean basically the entire idea is that you put up 3 disruptions with your monsters alone, which is pretty strong. I don't think that any other deck really has that many, is able to put up that many disruptions like
Now
that.
you're saying 3 because the Roach can be used it twice.
Yeah,
Is that what you
or
mean?
you can go
It's
into
not once per
Patriarch, which
turn.
can be used twice,
Okay.
which isn't once per turn either. So if you go Roach or Patriarch, it doesn't matter. You have 3 disruptions.
Which is amazing. So
I
here-
mean, it's the best deck in the game.
So here's another question then. Is this just a fluke this past week? Did Automatch just kind of sneak in with this? Because it was strong against another deck, but now that people know Automats are here, there's going to be the deck that counters Automats and just kind of knocks them off going into this next week.
Well, I think that Resonators are going to have to play enemy controller, because that's the only way you can play through Rhinoceros plus Roach is with enemy controller.
Explain that.
Well, because you have so many free special summons, right? So you can just take their Rhinoceros and then pop their Roach.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then you can play through it and kind of OTK them, but you have to draw your Econ, which isn't searchable, and that means you can't play Tretch, which means you're going first hand isn't very good. So, and then I think that Fire Kings are also really good versus Automats, but nobody plays Fire Kings right now because they don't have they don't have a good Gaia matchup. And they don't really have a good Tri-Mid matchup either, which, I mean, people don't really play Tri-Mids as much, but people play Gaia a lot.
Yeah.
So that has been kind of killing Fire Kings out of top 32s, or out of tournaments as well, or deterring people from playing it. And then, so that means Automats don't really have anybody to stand against them, really.
Right. What about we saw Thunder Dragons in the power rankings? Was the first time in a long time. What about
Yeah, Thunder Dragons can't play into Rhinoceros plus Roach though. They cannot go second into that, which is they want to go second. And if they go first, bounds or pass just gets OTK'd by Automats every single time. So.
And we talked about Harpies a little bit, but they were, I think, 4th, 5th place on the
Harpies
power
get
rankings.
farmed by Automats.
Yeah, I would say at this point it sounds like it, right? If they go first,
they get farmed.
Automats go first.
If Automats go first, they set up an unbreakable board, and if they go second, that's what they want to do anyways. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you bounce their stuff back to hand, so many of their monsters just special summon from the hand. So it's if I go first, search Sister, summon Sister, then I search Wind, then for the rest of the turn, no matter what you bounce back to my hand, I just resummon it for free with Wind.
Right.
It's you're getting OTK, pal.
So, is there anything that's gonna have a good matchup?
Like I said, Resonators need to play Econ, and Fire Kings need to rise up.
Other than that, you think Automats might be pulling ahead?
I mean, Gaia is one of the few decks that might be able to play into it because they don't really get hit by Roach or Patriarch, right? So they only have to play through one disruption, which they can do anyways. So I think like Gaia has a like a fighting chance, as well as like I said, Resonators with Econ or Fire Kings
Okay.
as well.
All right, well, we'll keep track of it definitely over the next week, and we'll see what happens in the next power rankings. I'm pretty excited because, like I said, this is the biggest victory deck has had in the history of the power rankings, and a lot of times they're not able to do it again the next week. Like they win the next week, but the margin is reduced
Yeah,
because
it's
people
closer, yeah.
people start teching for it and stuff. So I'd like to see what happens over the next week. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Are Onomass the undisputed king of the meta right now, or was it just a fluke? I don't know. We wanted to kind of take a look at the deck and get your opinion on it. So let us know in the comments below. We're going to get out of here, but you should get in the Discord because it's free. The terms are free. Herf's advice is free. And the new player
No,
help
it's
is
not.
free. No, he charges a lot. But I'm Circus. That's Herf.
A dime for every word I have to say to you.
You're fired. And we'll see you next time.